Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the SU-130PM. It's a Tier 8 Soviet premium tank destroyer. It's located on the eastbourne of Karelia Encounter, and it's under the command of GenFUBAR of the 1AR clan. Now, it's not General FUBAR, I got that wrong the first time round. I do apologise for that, but yes, GenFUBAR back in action. Game on. Well, it's a 13cm main gun capable of 520 Alpha and 243mm Pebble standard AP, and with the heat rounds it can go up to 320mm, so it's a big hitter. It's also got a very big Alpha. You might say it's the higher one of the Scorpion or the SU-130PM contest. Now, it is a project. It never actually existed in metal, but the SU-100 that it's based on did, and it theoretically could have been built. Now, it does have quite a long reload, 13.04 seconds for a reload. You can see here, GenFUBAR's got 11.28 seconds for a shot, and a guard is in sight. Well, that's disappointing. You may notice that it's sporting Ukrainian colours, and that's because we use a mod which actually switches all Soviet vehicle colour markings to the Ukrainian ones, and we've done that ever since 2022 for obvious reasons. The same thing is true on our graphics. We won't put the Soviet symbol up or Soviet colours. We'll actually put Ukrainian colours up on our graphics, our thumbnails, so that people know that it's a Ukrainian tank. And of course, a lot of Soviet tanks were built in Ukrainian cities, specifically Kharkiv, which of course has been under attack for a very, very long time. Now, enough said about what's going on in Ukraine at the moment. This tank destroyer is a perfect target for Arty. It's got relatively no armour whatsoever. Very, very thin indeed. About 20mm is the best you're likely to get, and that's on the front of the hull. So if you see one of these and you're in an Arty, do try and hit it, because if you do, you will get a pen. And if you get a pen, you'll get a high roll, and it will be a big boost to your hit points. There you go. I look away and the G-Saw gets hit. But he got his first hit for 496 hit points, which is a low roll. Now, one of the major problems with this tank destroyer is you can't turn the turret the whole way around. You'll only go 77.5 degrees either side of the centre line. And we've got another tank in target. Oh, well, it hit, but it didn't pen. And now he's in trouble because he has been spotted. No. That's not going to work. Okay, this is one of the problems with it. You see, if you go to sniper view and you're not looking, then you could end up in trouble. But he got that one in. Now, did he get spotted? No, because he's actually bushed twice. The tree's bushing him and the bush directly in front. But if he fires the next time, yeah, he might get spotted now. Yes, he did. In fact, he got hit straight away by the turtle. So he really shouldn't poke out. But he's going to anyway, and unfortunately, the turtle is so strong, it didn't penetrate the armour. Now, this is actually quite a good position to shoot at, but there are better ones. That looked like it actually hit the mantlets on the turtle, but he's down to just 4 hit points now, so an HE round can finish him off. Now, it would have been better with an armour piercing, with an HE. For certain it would have died with an HE. Okay, well, we got another tank fairly close by, a T-26E5 Patriot. It's just around the corner there. Our Scorpion is playing with him at the moment. Unfortunately, the Scorpion is also on the receiving end. Oh! We tracked the 257 It didn't go through. Unbelievably bad luck so far from GenFUBAR. You wouldn't normally expect that sort of thing to happen. Okay, he's left it a long time. They've lost the Patriot, and the 257's pulled back. I think that was smart, because if he's popped out again, he would have suffered. But it looks like the 257's dropped in for T. And again, he gets no penetration. Well, we're certainly spotting for the Arty, but now we need to put one into this. So we put it into the engine bay. There you go. And that's a high roll, 552. And one more shell to finish him off. Unfortunately, we did lose our Scorpion, but he knows we're here as well. And he's got to poke out. Oh, he died. Well, he died to our standard B. There's still enemy tanks near the cap area. The enemy attack force that went to our right, that's all been wiped out. But now they are desperate to try and cap, because of course they're 3 tanks down. Now we could go through the swamp area and get to the standard B and help him. We've got a Sharp Future 4 trying to block him from shooting into the cap area. Of course, he's a 4-shot autoloader, and he's out the game. Standard B got him in the end. So I think what we're going to be doing now is, oh, look at this. Large numbers of tanks. Ow. Well, we took her around from the Leopard. Again, we need to find a new way to get at that Leopard and the K91 PT. They're more than likely going to come around the corner up ahead of us and try and shoot us from that direction. No, poke at the moment. In fact, I'd change position altogether and go around through the dip and come up the other side, and then catch them when they don't expect it. Here we come. Just like we expected. He probably thinks that we're still poking on that corner and that he's going to get around into our side. It's working out fairly badly for him, because he's obviously been hit by somebody else who's got a lot of caliber, and he's been hit by the Arty as well. So lots of people are hitting that Leopard, but he's still there. He's just gone unspotted temporarily, stunned and all. And our team are now moving in to clear up, because there's only 2 enemy left, the K91 and the Leopard. So we might as well move and claim the kill. There you go. So he got that kill. It's his only kill so far. K91's gone, and that is the end of the game, and we've won. Here's the end of battle stats, and my voice is gone. And that was a second-class tanker for GenFUBAR of 1AR in the SU-130PM. In fact, he hasn't had a second class before. That's the first time. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he's only just bought this recently. Anyway, he managed to get a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage. He got a fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle. And he got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 5 exactly. His win rate was 2,244, which is very good. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage, but he did get close to it, because the highest damage was the Sharp Future 4 on the enemy team with 2,903. Second highest was our Scorpion G, the one we were fairly close to for some of the battle. He got 2,792. And you can see there, GenFUBAR got 2,216 hit points in third place. When it came to kills, though, it was the standard B who did the best. 4 kills for him. 3 kills for the Turtle 1 on the enemy team. It's not the one that we were firing at. That's a different one. And 2 kills for the Tortoise and the AE Phase 1 on our team. You can see a lot of players got just 1 kill. On the base XP, you can see that we're second, because the GenFUBAR's second. The top scorer was the Standard B with 1,044, but GenFUBAR wasn't too far behind with 1,010, and he's only one of two players who managed to get over 1,000 base in the game, with the third place going to the M40M43, who was doing a sterling job because we could see the shells arcing in and stunning enemy tanks. He managed to get 938 in the end, and he picked up a Confederate medal. I'm pretty sure his win 8 was good as well. Yes, 2,086. So he had a relatively good game. You can see the other Arty in our team also got a Confederate. Not as many hit points though. And the Scorpio G got a Confederate, and the Tortoise got a Pascucci's medal. That's some doing, because a Tortoise killing the enemy Arty, he's got to drive to the other end to do that. And you know how slow tortoises are. So he had a long trip to find the enemy Arty and then kill them both. So anyway, let's have a look at detail. 13 shots fired, 11 direct hits on the enemy, 5 penetrations, 2,216 hit points of damage, of which 955 are at more than 300 meters. He did have a lot of bad luck in this game, in the fact that a lot of his shells just wouldn't penetrate. He hit where he thought it would go through, and it didn't. I think a few of those shots were snapped, that he was aiming for the wrong spot. He aimed directly at the gun on the tortoise, on the turtle rather, and of course the mantlet will protect the gun, so that's one thing not to go for. But he wasn't having a huge amount of luck, because the 257, he aimed directly at the side of the vehicle and it didn't go through, and I think the shell probably hit the tracks, so that's why it didn't. But when he aimed at the engine bay, it sure went through that time. So he did receive 2 hits, both penetrations. Yes, as I said, the SU-130PM, very thin armor, always a good target for an Arty. 4 enemy vehicles were damaged, 1 was killed, and he got 2,043 hit points of spotting assist in that game. On a free-to-play account, he actually made 125,063 credits profit. He got a 55,000 mission completion bonus, and his costs on ammunition were not that expensive because, of course, he was using standard ammo. Although I would say he does need to carry a couple of HE rounds to make sure that when he gets something like that turtle, where he's only got 4 hit points left, use an HE round on him, because he will expire straight away. There's no doubt. Even if you hit the heaviest armor on the vehicle, he will expire with that shot. So always worthwhile, because if you quickly switch using intuition, if you've got intuition skill, then you are guaranteed to get the kill on that enemy. He also picked 2,592 experience points out of that one as well. So yes, it's his first good game in the SU-130PM, but obviously he's going to get better and better the more he practices. And I have the feeling we're going to be seeing this SU-130PM again when he gets another good game, because if he gets the hang of it, and he does need to learn where to hide, to use the bushes, because obviously at some points during that game he was fairly open and the enemy could see him and was starting to fire at him. Obviously, he did take some damage from those as soon as he was spotted. But I think, really, to be honest, it's a learning curve with both the SU-130PM, which is very low, and the Scorpion, which is very high. So you have to learn not to get spotted if you can help it, because if you do get spotted, it could be rather awkward. But a nice first, second class, and I'm sure he'll be sending us his first class, and maybe his first ace as well. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.